Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing well. Just want to do a little recap um, of the trades that we took yesterday, the trades we took last night. Just a quick recap of exactly what happened. Um, Again, the markets are relatively slow, so this week we're not really participating too heavily within the markets. Um, so I am taking an opportunity to come on Periscope. I did do some analysis. However, I recommended to my students to stay flat and not enter any trades, mainly for the fact that, again, the markets are still not as stable as I want them to be. Okay. I'll just take a quick look at the trades that I did analyze and show you which direction they went. So the Euro USD was one of them, which pretty much my call was my analysis was a push up higher and then a sell position if you were to take a trade. Again, I did not recommend anyone take a trade. I recommended everyone to stay flat due to the fact that again, it's holidays and we won't be into full force trading until January 4th. However, as you can see, it did pan out exactly the way I did want it to go. Prices pushed up. They fell short of the highs of about 5 pips. So that would be in normal trading. That would be a perfect entry. You would enter this even if our entry levels up here after the 10 pip deviation between this entry point and this entry point. I've taught 3 different psychological profiles of a trader: an A profile, B profile, and C profile. The individual here with the A profile would have executed the trade, but again, with such a small range of 10 pips within this portion of the charts, we all would have entered. And again, as you can see how accurate that call was. I drew this last night. I have not redrawn this line. I think you can check my Periscope from last night or my previous video, and you can see prices went exactly, like they literally went to the T where I said they would go. All right. I mean, they halted right where I stopped. So that was a perfect analysis. Again, I didn't recommend my students to enter the trade, although some probably did. All right. So that was a Euro USD. USD CAD, same situation. You can see I predicted a price was going to break through support, through resistance, pull back, and push up. And you can see what happened. Price came up, broke, came back, and look at that, pushed up exactly as I predicted. Again, you can clearly see where I drew the line. This was all mapped out yesterday. This has not been redrawn. This was all performed live. And you can see again how ridiculously accurate my final line was of where prices would go. Again, this was all done yesterday. Live. This was not hidden. This is not redrawn after the fact, hindsight 2020 games. This is live. I do this every single day. I've been doing this for about 6 months on Periscope now, live in front of individuals, and again in my program Mentor Tips as well. Let's take a look at the EuroCAD. My EuroCAD play was a push up, and a pull down. You can see it perfectly went exactly to where I said it would go. I mean, sometimes even I trip myself out. Like look where I drew the triangle and look where prices went, and it was a perfect 24 pip profit on the EuroCAD. It was a perfect call, push up, like literally right to the T. EuroCAD was a 100% perfect call as well. Let's take a look at the Pound USD. The Pound USD did go as planned. However, it did not reach exactly the point I estimated. From here, 148.44. So it fell about 20 pips short of where I said execute. But again, you could, if we were trading, you would have executed. However, it did do what it did go short. Right, it did go short as I planned for it to drop and go short. However, it did not reach our entry level. all right, but it did go my way at least, which is a good thing. Let's take a look at the Australian dollar. You can see how amazingly accurate that was as well. All right, breakthrough. I said it was going to break through the trend line, pull back and push up, and you can see how it literally followed it, broke through, pulled back and pushed up for the profit, and there was the profit was realized in that pair as well. All right, so all the trades were literally bang on, although we did not execute because of the weekend, because of the fact that it's still holiday trading. I want you to know that come next week, I'm going to target 500 pips a week, which means if you're trading with me with one standard lot at least, you know, that's $5,000 a week. Now, just to let you know and give you a heads up, just to give you guys a clear heads up, guys, I've been running Mentor Tips for 3 months now, and my trading record still stands at about 99% accuracy. So, you know, I have thousands of students, and my students would not be still there if they weren't making money every single day, combined with the fact that, you know, I provided one of the most powerful programs in terms of learning as well. So just to let everybody know, January 1st at midnight, so that's tomorrow at midnight, all right? The link for registration is closed, and you can no longer enter Mentor Tips. It'll be closed for a while, all right? It will not be open anymore. So if you still want to register with Mentor Tips and be a part of Mentor Tips, Adam, all Module 4 essays are marked, buddy. If you still want to be a part of Mentor Tips, you can go to getgoldenticket.com. Again, that's www.getgoldenticket.com. All right? If anyone wants to write that website out, again, next week we're going to be starting full force January 4th. If you're interested in learning the financial markets, if you're interested in making money every day and changing your lifestyle, please go ahead to www.getgoldenticket.com and register ASAP, because come January 1st, when the clock strikes 12, you're no longer going to have an opportunity to sign up with Mentor Tips, and it will be closed off. All right, so just wanted to show that to you guys. Again, tonight I will be doing a session again with my Mentor Tips students, analyzing the markets again at 10:30 p.m. and we're going to go over the markets again and prep for the following week, which we are going to start trading. So for the individuals that want to get into Mentor Tips, again, it's www.getgoldenticket.com. all right, much love and blessings, guys. Thank you for joining me on this feed. I will talk to you guys, I'll talk to you guys again. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.